Captain's Log, Stardate 10111.18. Earth Space Dock was a sight for sore eyes after spending time on the wastelands of Nimbus 3. Upon returning from our first encounter with the mysterious Tal Shiar, I was grateful to receive a promotion to Lieutenant Commander. In response, I requested promotions for all of my bridge officers to Lieutenant. We also welcomed a new bridge officer to the group, Engineer Yedge, who was in between assignments at the time. But the most important change was yet to come. The U.S.S. Peent, Exeter-class cruiser refit. Complete with a neutrino deflection array, Mark II impulse engines, standard Mark II shields, and a field-stabilizing warp core capable of a cool warp 6.7. She has a standard phase array and photon torpedo launcher up front, and a phaser and a plasma beam array in the rear. We also transferred most of our consoles and devices from the Pish Posh, so we have the mounted automated defense turret to aid us as well. Now, for a short shakedown cruise, and the ship and her crew should be good to go. Of course, it can never be that easy, can it? Hey everyone, Jason from SmeggCo here, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. How about we get on with the story? How's that? Sound like a good idea? Let's do that. I feel like it's been so terribly long. Let's do this. What a crazy ride this has been, from me going, guys, we're just gonna stick to the story stuff. And, that's it, to let's do some supplemental stuff. Let's do a guide on this. Let's go off and do these side missions. Here we are. We're in the middle of our shakedown cruise with the U.S.S. Peent, having transferred over to it from the U.S.S. Pish Posh. We are Lieutenant Commander rank, so we got a new tier of ship. Here we go. And it is time to get on with it. We are just cruising around at warp, not doing much, just testing the ship, just getting the feel for her. But I think we're ready to move on with it. So we are getting into the Romulan mystery. Mission 1, heading out.
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra. Starbase 114 is located in the Sela system in the Beta Quadrant.
Alright. Objectives. Pick up Damar Khan at Earth Space Dock, bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra. Go to Earth Space Dock in the Sol system to pick up Damar Khan, then transport him to Starbase 39 Sierra, which is located in the Beta Quadrant. I feel like we actually said that in 3 different ways. We got some experience points and some expertise going. Let's do that. We can actually, we're not too far out, but let's try out our handy dandy transwarp system and see how that works. Transwarp to Sol system. Feel like we just left here, and probably because we just did. Beam up Damar Khan. Let's do it. Like the transport effects.
Admiral Quinn told me that you would be available to take me to Starbase 39 Sierra. From there, I'm going to the Hobus system. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about that area. Fascinating place. I've made it my life's work. This life, anyway.
This life?
I am a Trill. Some among my people are lucky enough to be joined with a symbiotic life form. We share our bodies with them, and in return they share lifetimes of knowledge and memories with us. I am Khan's 7th host, and most of us have been scientists. My predecessor, Lenaricon, was working to create artificial wormholes. I studied the effects of supernova.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Tell me about the Hopus system.
In 2387, the star in the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion devastated the planets in the system, of course. But then it created a chain reaction that cut a path of destruction more than 500 light-years long. More than a dozen systems were affected by the Hobus event. Most notably, the Romulus system. Both Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Billions lost their lives.
Oh yeah, I did see that movie.
The thing is, an M-class planet like Romulus should have been protected by its stellar magnetosphere and its planetary magnetic field. They act like shields to protect the planet from radiation, and a supernova blast is highly energetic radiation. If the supernova is large enough, it will overwhelm those defenses, but Romulans should have had decades to prepare for the wave's arrival. As it was, they only had hours.
That's true. I was thinking about that when I saw Star Trek. I was like, wait a second, how does that happen? We're going to find out.
Goodbye.
Didn't Starfleet try to help the Romulans?
Ambassador Spock attempted to organize an evacuation, but the Romulan Senate refused. I guess they thought they had more time. That was a horrible time. Ambassador Spock had a plan to stop the wave, but after the destruction, a Romulan named Nero blamed him. Nero had a ship of awesome power. We still don't know everything about the Narada, but we think the Romulans used Borg technology to create it. Nero destroyed dozens of our ships, and even attacked a Klingon fleet led by General Worf. I hear Worf barely survived. Ultimately, Nero confronted Spock in the Hobus system. Spock managed to use red matter to create an artificial singularity to contain the worst of the supernova's blast, but both he and Nero were lost. Goodbye.
What is the current Romulan political situation?
In a word, troubled. Sela rules what remains of the Star Empire, and isn't shy about using the Tal Shiar and the military to bring systems back into the fold. Meanwhile, Ditan and his unificationists have formed the Romulan Republic. The Federation and the Klingons recently recognized them at Khitomer, while Empress Sela and her allies express their disapproval violently. Tensions remain high. The Remans have formed a resistance movement in response to Imperial persecution. There's a lot of bad blood between Remans and Romulans that could end rather poorly. Even more troubling are reports concerning Taurus, the former Imperial Praetor. She was ousted from power by Sela, and rumor has it she's seeking powerful allies from both within the Empire and without. Sela made a lot of enemies over the years. This could be their chance to settle old scores. Goodbye.
Well, that's all crazy. We just fought the Klingons. But, are you ready to go?
Packed and ready. The U.S.S. Tucker is waiting for me at the starbase. They'll be taking me to the Hobus system. Maybe this time we'll find the clues we need to solve this mystery. Goodbye.
Maybe. Let's do that. Let's warp out of this system and get to Sierra. Just like Ewan McGregor making lightsaber noises when he's filming Star Wars, I'm making warp noises on my own, even though there's warp noises in the game. It's fine, though. Alright. Let's get into warp. Let's head to Starbase 39 Sierra. Our new ship, a little bit of a boost in the speed there. We're going warp 6.67 as opposed to warp 5, so let's go. I just love this is a cruiser refit. There's just something about the Constitution class and variants and whatnot that's just, I don't know, there's something about the shape that's just amazing. Beam down Damar Khan. Let's get away from the U.S.S. Odin, first of all. I don't want to physically occupy the same space.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Lieutenant
Whoa.
Commander.
Is there anything else you want to know?
Good Lord. Level 15 now. Looks like we got some R&D holograms. Okay. You will receive the following reward. Crafting tutorial reward package. Are you scared to go to Romulan space?
Never! The crew of the Tucker can handle anything the Romulans can throw at us. Besides, you can only learn so much from sensors and probes. To really understand the Hobus system, we need to be there.
Okay. Well, what else can you tell me about Romulan space?
The Romulans are touchy. Watch what you say or you'll be in for a fight. The Remans don't even bother talking before they fire, so I think they're more dangerous than the Romulans. Sela's found some new allies, too. They're from the Delta Quadrant, but I don't know much about them.
All right, well, what should I do now? And why am I asking you this? But seriously, what should I do now?
Wish me luck.
Okay.
Oh, and I'd check in with Admiral Tenay before you leave. She might have new orders for you.
Okay, well, that actually sounds... You know what? I'll do both. Good luck, buddy.
Goodbye.
Docking procedure. We are cleared for docking at Starbase 39, Captain. As soon as we get within transporter range, I'll make sure to beam me down. Alright, let's go. Alright. Hello, how's it going? Good to see you. The first stop's going to be Admiral Tenay's office. Didn't sound good. It's the classic STO gigantic hallways. Hello, how's it going? Okay, we got some merchants, some trainers. Alright, here we go. So we can get our, looks like the exchange. Looks like ship services, buying, customizing, switching. Probably bank and mail. And then this is probably the exchange up here. Cool, alright. Alright, so that's cool looking. But I guess maybe... we can do the next one, I guess. Which is Empress Sela.
You may have heard about the tragedy at Khitomer. Empress Sela attempted to disrupt the conference with a bomb, resulting in the death of Commander Tamer. Now, Sela is offering a political reconciliation with the Federation, despite the fact that we have allied with the Romulan Republic. She has invited Federation diplomats to meet with her delegation at a secure base on the edge of the neutral zone. However, we have recently received intelligence that Sela is amassing a fleet. We are sending you with the peace delegation as cover for your investigation into Sela's activities. This is a very delicate situation. You must try to covertly obtain information about Sela's plans without disrupting our peace efforts or upsetting Sela. However, we do have an agent in her retinue who will help you.
Head to the Agrama system, which is located in the Beta Quadrant, to attend a conference with Empress Sela. Get a career-specific Mark IV kit reward, some dilithium ore, and a plasma sniper rifle, covariant shield, or dampening armor. Okay.
I have new missions for you.
Alright, well... Alright, we're heading to Agramar system over Argama. This is Agrama. This is Argama. It's fine. We're going to that system. So basically what's happened is events that unfold when you are playing the Romulan storyline. So in the future when we do that little bit, that will make more sense. But basically what happened was they were having a conference with the Klingons and the Federation to basically recognize the Romulan Republic as a proper government and whatnot. and Empress Sela shows up and basically tries to plant a bomb and like kill everybody basically. So you would know that if you play through the Romulan bit of it. So it's kind of funny. I completely forgot about it until she mentioned it. I'm sure you've heard da-da-da-da, and it's like, oof, would I have heard that though if I didn't know that? But that's okay. Let's go. Okay, so this just said the Agrama sectors, so this must be a misspelling, so I'm not as crazy as I thought I was. We've arrived in the Agrama system, Captain. Incoming hail, sir. Do you want me to put it on main screen? Yes.
Greetings and welcome to Agrama. I am pleased that Starfleet sent such a notable officer as its representative at this conference.
I'm notable.
Please enter a standard orbit and transport down to these coordinates. This meeting may mark the beginning of a new day for the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
I hope we can find a path to peace. There's been too much conflict between our peoples. Yeah, I don't trust her either. We've entered standard orbit, sir. Are you ready to beam down? Away team, assemble in transporter room 1. Let's bring Travell down so we got a little bit of healing if we need it. Hello? Sela?
The rest of the delegates are already in the conference room. My aide, Jevem, will take you there. I have some business to attend to before we begin.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Empress. I look forward to a productive conversation. And what do you have to attend to during this really super important conference that you called yourself? This is kind of scary, actually. Talk to diplomats, okay. Dimulats. Hello?
The Romulans can be so difficult to deal with, especially these Imperials. They are forever setting traps, twisting words, and jockeying for advantage. Even a conference with the Klingons would be preferable. At least you know where you stand with Klingons. I'm reminded of a line I read once in an ancient Earth text. Hide a knife behind a smile. Every smile here hides a knife.
I'll be on my guard. As scary as that sounds. Hello.
I thought the Federation's alliance with the Romulan Republic would be the end of any meaningful dialogues with Empress Sela. After all, she considers the Republic to be a terrorist organization. She may have an ulterior motive for inviting us here, but we had to take the chance that Sela's offer to negotiate is sincere, and act in kind. The Federation must pursue every avenue for peace.
I agree, Ambassador. Maybe she's seen how pointless this conflict is. Hearing those words come out of my mouth, there's nothing about that I agree with.
We are so pleased that you were able to attend our conference. The Empire was quite dismayed at your decision to support the terrorist insurgents rather than the rightful government of the Romulan people. So much for your vaunted Prime Directive. In any case, neither of us benefit from extended conflict. So, despite your questionable alliances, we are choosing to open negotiations in hopes of normalizing relations between the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
Let us consider today as a first step towards a lasting accord. Dickweed. Jack off.
It is agreeable to meet with you. You have my people's enduring gratitude for how you handled that matter with Ambassador Soketh. This is another trying time for Vulcan. The Romulan Star Empire blames the Vulcan Science Academy for the Hobus supernova that destroyed their world. They are utterly intransigent in this misguided belief, despite the fact that Ambassador Spock warned them of the danger and ultimately gave his life to stop the loss of even more worlds. Romulans are a most illogical people. Sometimes I find it hard to believe we were once a single species.
Yeah, it's been so long. I feel like the Soketh stuff was like a lifetime ago. At least a couple of months.
I am so pleased to see the Federation recognize and attempt to rectify its past mistakes.
Oh boy.
I knew that a people as clever as yours would realize eventually that it is folly to antagonize the Romulan Star Empire.
Ugh.
I am also confident it will only be a matter of time before you realize that you have made a grievous error by allying yourselves with terrorists, scoundrels, and thieves. The sooner you renounce your poorly considered alliance with the so-called Romulan Republic, the sooner we will be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Oh, God. These people remind me of just the, like, super rich, super popular people back in school. Just, ugh. Tetherball to the face. I can only say that I'm glad we have taken this first step. Hello.
Welcome to Agrama. Isn't this a lovely facility? You must tour the atrium later. Hard to believe this system was infested by Orion pirates not long ago. You know, some of my colleagues were against this meeting, but I lobbied for it. I said the entire Federation cannot be as blind as the people who were at the farce at Kittimer. If you just see the problems the Romulan Republic are causing, I'm sure you can persuade your government to reconsider their rash choice and sever their agreements with these rebels.
It will take more than a warm welcome to make us change our minds about the Republic, Counselor. Hello.
I apologize for the interruption. My name is Tokab. I am one of the stewards here. We've had a slight complication with the dietary requirements of some of your delegation. Could I borrow you for a moment so we can clear this up?
I guess so, but I'm not sure how much help I'll be. But yes, please, get me out of here. Please, get me out of here. Lots of footsteps on carpet. Hello.
Franklin Drake says you can be trusted, and that is enough for me. There's more going on here than a diplomatic conference. Sela has no interest in courting the Federation. So why is she suddenly doing so now? We're going to find out what she's up to.
Alright, well, what do you propose? This suddenly got a lot more interesting than this conference.
The lower level of this facility is off limits to everyone but the Empress and her aides. But that access hatch right over there opens up to a maintenance tunnel that leads down. The doorway is guarded. So while I distract the guards, you sneak through the door.
Okay, sounds like a terrible plan, but I'm down for it. I do not want to be stuck in this conference anymore. So, either it leads to my disintegration or... I don't know, some way out of here. He just yelled, "Guard, security breach." I guess that's...
The hatch is just ahead in the northeast corner of the room. There will be a security room near the exit of the maintenance tunnel on the level below us. Access one of the consoles there. Maybe you'll learn more about what she's doing. I need to get back to the reception before I'm missed. But I should be able to cover your absence for a few minutes. More than that, and you're on your own.
Alright. Did he take this whole wall panel off? Nobody saw that? Even their maintenance tunnels are gigantic. That console should allow you to access the security system. I bet you could locate Sela and uncover some of her plans. Okay. This one over here? This one? Access communication logs. Encoding Iota 215 classified material. Per our agreement, my ships have acquired the Borg sphere and towed it to the Pilatus system. I anticipate your prompt acceptance of a proposal for new hunting grounds and the interesting prey you have promised. Please input which security camera you wish to view. Storage facility.
Empress, the fleet is on its way to Vulcan.
Excellent. Have the weapons loaded aboard my ship. I will depart as soon as they are on board. At last, we will have our revenge for the destruction of Romulus. Hail Hakiv and put him through to my personal terminal. Then leave me. I have matters to attend to.
Yes, Empress.
Like he just stabbed himself in the heart.
Computer, begin playback of file 2895 Gamma.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed.
Computer, end file. I cannot suffer more of that arrogant fool.
Why'd you play it then?
Vulcan will suffer the same fate as my world.
Also, if Spock disappeared into the black hole, how is he saying that? Am I messed up on the timeline? Somebody in the comments tell me about that, because that's the first time I actually kind of went, wait a second, how does this... I mean, and add into that, like, the confusion now of, like, Picard's timelines and, like, all that kind of jazz. Like, what is canon anyway? You know what I mean?
I have Hakiv, Empress.
Patch him through.
Hello.
Greetings, Empress.
Stabbed himself in the
My
heart.
fleet has launched for Vulcan. I expect you to rendezvous with us there.
Alas, I must disappoint you. The terrorist cells of the Romulan Republic demand my full attention. Kittimer did not go as planned. Now they have powerful allies, and with Taurus missing...
Spare me your excuses, Hakiv. Nothing is more important than avenging the destruction of our homeworld. You disappoint me, Hakiv. I trust you will not do so again.
Okay. Mommy and Daddy's fighting. No problem. Let's access transporter inhibitor system. Let's disable it. We cannot allow Sela to use those weapons. We must destroy them before she can load them. Okay. What the heck is this? Spatial charge number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Get clear of the blast area. I just did it again. I need to rebind that. When am I ever going to rebind that? I almost feel like I can't. Maybe don't be in the same
I should have
room.
known the Federation would send spies instead of diplomats.
Slow
And
clap.
you call us treacherous. No matter. You may have destroyed these weapons, but my fleet is already en route to Vulcan. You cannot stop what has begun. Guards! Capture the intruders!
And she just yoinked out of there. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Yeah! Give him that minigun. Let's go.
made quite an impression. Good work on disabling the transport inhibitor. Your ambassadors are safely back on their ships, but I had to blow my cover to get them there. Now it's time for me to get out while I still can.
Thanks for your help,
Farewell.
Taketh. Hope we meet again. Are you ready to return to the ship? Yes, please. Lieutenant Commander, the satellites are emitting a dampening field that's knocked our engines offline. The diplomatic vessels have been similarly affected. Initiate a feedback pulse of some sort. Let's go. Head full, all power to weapons. You're welcome. Oh crap. Red alert. Go to 1/2. They got caught up in that explosion. That torpedo go. Let's go. So that was a mission-seeking torpedo, much like Star Trek 6, where you're supposed to be able to fire a torpedo at a cloaked ship. I guess it was like homing in on that ship there, but didn't get there in time.
I would not have believed anyone capable of this treachery, even Sela.
Power to our shields there. I wasn't really paying attention. You couldn't tell. Got its shield back right in time.
I thought we had a for you that blasting field. I'm gonna recommend you get a competition.
Alright, we gotta warn Starfleet of the invasion. Communication systems now available. Hail Admiral Tanay.
I had not expected to hear from you so soon. Was your mission successful?
Sela has launched an attack fleet, and her target is Vulcan.
I should have expected as much. You cannot trust them. I never do. I am contacting all available ships. We will meet you there.
Good luck, Admiral. We've done all we can here, and I'm transmitting an emergency signal to Starfleet Command. Course laid in for the Vulcan system. Let's go. Those guys can handle those guys over there. It's fine. Let's get out of here. There was like an escort ship and a science ship where they're fine. Warping into the Vulcan system.
Thanks to your warning, we were able to divert some ships to defend Vulcan. I have come to personally command the defense.
Hello.
The other forces have already been briefed. Your role in this battle will be to defend the science vessels that have set up a tachyon detection grid to detect any cloaked Romulan ships. We cannot allow any enemy ships to slip through.
Understood.
The ships maintaining the grid will be priority targets for the Romulans, but they must remain in position or the grid will collapse. That is why I need you to protect them.
Alright, you got it. Let's go. All ahead full.
How can you fight what you cannot see? Surrender now, and I may give you a merciful death.
No.
Our tachyon detection grid has revealed scout ships attempting to penetrate the perimeter.
Alright, let's do this. Oof, we took that. Slowing to 1/2 so we can get a little bit more turn speed in there.
Your attempts to interfere are meaningless. Vulcan must pay for its crimes.
You must pay for your crimes. Oof, that was a good hit. Go to 1/2.
Cannot oppose the will of the Romulan people. We are eternal. All forces, advance to destroy them.
Sela has launched her assault. Science vessels, maintain formation. All other forces converge on the Romulan fleet.
There we go, nicely done. Oh shoot. Kaboom! Get out of the blast radius. Nice. What about this warbird right here that seems to be flying out? Thing is dishing out a beating, man. Oh, he turned towards us. Damn it. It's alright. Let's take on that light warbird. Eliminate a source of damage there. Holy crap.
Reinforcements are en route. Hold the line.
Let's go. My lead is pretty simple. Fire everything. Fire everything! Take out the light warbirds first before we get up to the heavy warbirds. It's just less fire we have to dodge.
may have won this day, but the fight will continue. Romulus will be avenged. There will be blood for blood, death for death. My world is gone. I will not rest until Vulcan suffers the same fate.
Vulcan is not to blame, Sela. The Federation wants peace with your people.
Indeed. Then why does Starfleet use ships equipped with weapons of mass destruction? Why did the Vulcan Science Council willfully refuse to assist us when there was a chance to save our world? Every sorrow in my life can be laid at the feet of the Federation.
You are blinded by anger and grief. I hope you see through the truth before it is too late. I am detecting some unusual energy signatures from some of the debris from the Romulan vessel, sir. Move us in closer and scan the debris. Actually, let's get rid of these ships first, so they don't give me a headache anymore. Shit. Silly Romulans. Sir, this debris has traces of Borg energy signatures. I think that the Romulans may have modified their ships with Borg technology. Something to look into. We have completed our objectives here, sir. Are you ready to depart the system? Yes, I am. Report to Starfleet. The people of Vulcan and Starfleet Command both asked me to congratulate you on averting what could have been a terrible disaster. I am deeply concerned by your discovery of Romulan attempts to modify Borg technology. Sela is desperate to hold the remnants of the Romulan Star Empire together, and desperate people take great risks. Under the circumstances, it is logical to assume that we have not seen the last of Sela. Perhaps she will come to realize that Vulcan and Starfleet were not to blame for the destruction of Romulus before she retires. Or returns. My goodness, it is late. Apparently I cannot read anymore. Overcharged plasma sniper rifle. Okay. Alright, what do we have here for skills? We have a space point and a ground point. Let us get some more shield capacity. And this is weapon for proficiency or health capacity. Yes, because I'm a potato. Thank you. Bridge officer training for quick fix or shield recharge. Well, let's just do build, sure. Alright, so the Romulan mystery is kicking in hardcore. We've got Sela very much making it apparent she wants to see the destruction of the Federation, especially Vulcan. We've uncovered the fact that it looks like they're using modified Borg technology, which we're going to need to get into the heart of and figure out what's going on there. So, we're going to move into that very quickly. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming back in between kind of some gaps in episodes. I appreciate you so very much. As usual, if you would, do all that YouTube stuff that you do so well. If you're enjoying the content, hit us up with a nice slap at the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up to do all the algorithm stuff. And even if you don't, I'm just really glad to have you here. But I hope you will come back again for the next one. Until next time, be excellent to each other, but more importantly, be excellent to yourselves. We will see you very soon. Take care.